One of the most frustrating physiques to be stuck with is skinny fat, because whatever you decide to do feels like a mistake. If you try to lose fat because of the lack of muscle, you end up looking too skinny and depleted. If you try to eat on a calorie surplus to gain muscle, you put on more fat, the belly gets even bigger, and it looks worse. And over the last 10 years as a coach, I've seen hundreds of skinny fat guys just give up and quit. So to help you avoid the same fate, in this video, I'm gonna go over the 3 biggest mistakes skinny fat guys make that keeps them stuck in the same place for years. And if you can avoid these 3 mistakes, I'm confident you'll finally see progress and fix your skinny fat physique once and for all. So the first big mistake almost every skinny fat guy makes is underestimating what it takes to fix this. And it happens because no one actually tells you the truth about the timeline. Almost all these 12 to 16 week transformations you see on social media are guys losing body fat who've already had muscle built or regaining muscle from before. They didn't start from zero like someone who's skinny fat. Realistically, I've never seen someone fix a true skinny fat physique in 12 weeks. That amount of time is simply not enough to address both problems, the excess fat and the lack of muscle. Also, from my experience, fixing skinny fat always requires multiple phases. It's never just one cut or one lean bulk. And the honest truth is, you're not going to be very happy with how your body looks during that first phase. Whether you pick losing fat or building muscle, mentally it will be uncomfortable and the goal will feel very far away. You have to understand that the fat loss phase alone could take 5 to 6 months to lose 20 to 25 pounds or 9 to 10 kilos of fat. And then muscle building takes twice as long. It can easily take 10 to 12 months to put on 10 pounds or 4.5 kilos of quality muscle. So those 12 to 16 week transformations are realistically a year and a half of work for someone who's skinny fat. And that's the thing that no one talks about because the truth is hard to accept. And 80% of the battle is mental. There will be months where the process will feel very slow with minimal changes. And you have to be okay with that level of patience and stay mentally committed for the long run. Fixing skinny fat is a true test of your ability to delay gratification. You'll definitely look better even after a few months, but just know that it won't be even close to the type of physique you'll have if you stay consistent for longer. And by the way, if you'd like me to guide you through the whole process to do it right from the start, details for coaching are in the description below. Now, the second big mistake skinny fat guys make is being hesitant to enter a calorie surplus after they've cleaned up some of their body fat. I see guys who are 5'10", 178 centimeters get down to 150 pounds or 68 kilos like I was after my first cut, and then instead of focusing on building muscle, they keep trying to cut more body fat because it's very common as a skinny fat guy to still have a little bit of that lower belly fat left even after the first cut. I've been in that exact situation, and it's really annoying to see that fat there. But at that stage, you're hitting a point of diminishing returns with fat loss. Even if you lose a bit more fat, your physique won't improve by much until you actually put on some quality muscle. I know it feels like you're close, so why not just keep pushing? But at that point, it's just procrastination. The only way to truly improve your physique is to fully commit the next 10 to 12 months to a building phase, gaining no more than 0.5% to 1% of your body weight per month and hitting that like button. For most guys, that's going to be 1 to 1.5 pounds or half a kilo to 3/4 of a kilo a month. And keep in mind, you can't force gains. A lot of guys end up doing a panic bulk after losing fat because they look skinnier. They start gaining 4 to 5 pounds or around 2 kilos per month, and most of that ends up being more body fat. And so they quickly return to the same skinny fat look they had before. The reality is, you can't build 4 to 5 pounds or around 2 kilos of muscle a month. Building muscle is a slow process, and we have to respect it. And this brings me to the third big mistake, which is focusing on the wrong feedback loop. So the typical scenario is you go to the gym, you do your workout, you push yourself, you go back home, look in the mirror, and it's all the same. 8 weeks go by and still the same skinny fat physique. The problem is that visual feedback loop takes too long, and we humans don't do so well when we don't see the immediate positive feedback for our actions. Over time, this breaks the will and motivation to keep pushing, and it can only run on a pure hope for so long. So as a skinny fat guy getting into this, you need need to focus your attention on the right metrics. Take your eyes off the mirror and look at your actual performance. You need to start thinking more like an athlete, because the quality of your physique is directly linked to your performance in the gym. In order to improve your physique, your numbers need to go up week by week, month by month. More reps, more weight, more intensity, and better technique. If you're benching 120 pounds now and you're still benching 120 pounds for the same reps 5 months from now, no matter what you do with your diet, you're not really improving your physique. You're just stuck. So instead of checking the mirror every day or being worried about the weight on the scale, here are some key benchmarks you should focus on hitting in the gym first. Can you do at least your body weight on the bench press for 10 reps with good technique? Can you do 1.5 times your body weight on the squat or the Romanian deadlift for 10 reps, or 10 strict pull-ups, or 50 push-ups with good form? If you track your workouts and focus on these benchmarks and then exceed them, you'll look better at every body fat percentage because you'll be gaining muscle. Remember, your diet isn't what made you skinny fat in the first place. It was the lack of intense progressive resistance training. If you were training hard and getting stronger for the past few years, even with sloppy nutrition and carrying extra body fat, you'd at least have built some muscle. So you wouldn't be skinny, you could just lose that excess fat and eventually reveal a good physique. And as a skinny fat guy, the most important thing is long-term consistency. And I don't mean just showing up and doing whatever. I mean being consistent with your workouts, the intensity, the tracking, the sleep, the protein intake, and really trying to do your best every week. Because without a high level of commitment, as a skinny fat guy with average or below average genetics, you simply won't see changes or results. But if you take the next 1 year and truly prioritize your fitness and focus on getting your numbers up, you will outperform 5 years of being wishy-washy and wasting time. And if you'd like me to take you through this entire process and coach you, details for coaching are in the description below. Also, if you're not sure whether to bulk or cut first, check out this video next.